Title: The Invisible Architect: How Stores Control Your Brain. You think you're in control. You walked in for milk, maybe some eggs. You have a list. You have a budget. But the moment you stepped through those sliding glass doors, you entered a world where your free will doesn't exist. Every light, every smell, even the tiles beneath your feet have been engineered by people with PhDs in behavioral psychology. Their only job? To make sure you leave with 30% more than you planned. Today, we're deconstructing the invisible architect. We're going inside the $500 billion trap that is the modern supermarket. And by the end of this video, you will never look at a box of cereal or a floor tile the same way again. Now, the Gruen effect. It starts with something called the Gruen effect. Named after architect Victor Gruen, it's the exact moment a shopper becomes overwhelmed by a highly intentional layout and loses track of their original intent. Notice the entrance. It's usually filled with flowers or fresh produce. Why? Because the smell of wet dirt and floral scents triggers a freshness reflex in your brain. It tricks your subconscious into thinking everything in the store is healthy and natural, even the processed junk in aisle 9. But look at the floor. Have you ever noticed that the tiles in the produce section are usually smaller or more textured? It's not an aesthetic choice. Small tiles create more clicks as your cartwheels pass over them. This sound mimics the sensation of moving too fast. Your brain panics, you subconsciously slow down, and the slower you walk, the more you buy. Next, the eye-level war. Now let's talk about the golden zone. There is a reason the expensive high-margin name brands are exactly 5 feet 4 inches off the ground. That's the average human eye level. This is the most expensive real estate on Earth. But look lower. Look at the bottom shelf. That's where the kid zone lives. Brightly colored boxes, cartoon mascots looking slightly downward. These mascots are designed to make eye contact with your 4-year-old. It's not a coincidence. It's a calculated psychological strike to trigger a pester power purchase. Next, the milk paradox. Why is the milk always at the very back of the store? Think about it. Milk is the most common item bought. If the store wanted to be convenient, it would be at the front. But the invisible architect doesn't want convenience. They want you to run the gauntlet. To get that $4 gallon of milk, you have to walk past the bakery, the snacks, and the end caps. By the time you reach the back, you've made 10 micro decisions. Each decision drains your willpower. This is called decision fatigue. And that brings us to the most dangerous part of the store, the place where you are most vulnerable. Next, the checkout trap. You've finished your shopping. Your brain is tired. You've been making choices for 40 minutes. This is when the architect wins. The checkout lane is narrow. There is no escape route. You are forced to stand still in front of high sugar, high dopamine items. Your willpower is at 0. That candy bar isn't a treat, it's a biological reflex. Next time you walk into a store, listen for the clicks of the tiles, smell the artificial freshness, and remember, the building isn't just a place to shop, it's a machine designed to harvest your attention and your wallet. But there is one thing they don't want you to know about the exit strategy. If you want to beat the system, you have to use the receipt rule. I'll explain exactly how that works in this next video on the psychology of money.